Whatever it is you went through, realize there's a whole future ahead of you. And you're an amazing human being because of who you are. Take the lessons. Hi, welcome. What an honor to have you on the channel. I believe that in life we are here to serve a purpose greater than ourselves. But in order to do that the best way, we must start with investing in ourselves. I believe in you, and this channel is going to give you tools to help you overcome your challenges and light your path. Let's start. This breakup is different. You might think you have no chance to get over this breakup. By the way, you might be right. Might be the worst breakup you ever had. And you might be crushed now to the ground. And listen, I'm totally with you. I know what it is. I went through a few of them. But I'll disagree with you over here. I think that you could get over this breakup. Not only get over, even thrive. Not right now. Right now is the time for pain. And you still might disagree with me, and it's fine. If you want to stay in that state of mind of I'm the worst person in the world, everything is a disaster, I have no chance to grow, and you want to live a life of pain, I would love to help you, but if you want to live that way, it's your choice. I believe in you, and I know that you can overcome this breakup, and there are a few steps to do it. So instead of looking at the end result, let's start with the first step. When you break up, a lot of times you'll have those thoughts of, let's look at that last message we got, or let's call our ex, or let's maybe contact a mutual friend and told them to contact the ex. All of those things you're doing, you're only harming yourself. You're bringing more pain to yourself. We spoke about that in a different video, that if you think you have a real potential to come back together, no problem. Do it, but not right now. You just broke up. There's a reason for that. Give it a few weeks. And then if you think it's appropriate and you think you really have a really good option of creating a good relationship over here, I'm all for you. In most cases, that's not the case. Usually when people break up, there's a reason for that. Maybe only one person will know what's that reason, but you broke up. So you might be after a long day at work, you might be after a long workout and you're tired. This is not the time to pick up your phone and start looking for old communication with your ex. This is the time, usually not when you're tired, because then you don't make the right decisions, but maybe when you're full awake, to take all the social media accounts that you're friends with your ex, erase them, delete. All of the messages, delete. They're not here, they're not part of your life right now. You're only creating for yourself more pain every time you go and look at those messages, because right now you're alone and they're not with you, and it's hard. So step number one is give time for the grief, give time for the sadness. You might be after a really serious relationship and it's hard. You went through so much things together, created a lot of connections together, and it's hard. Don't try to be Superman. Superman is in the movie. Right now, you're not Superman. Your Superman is by being vulnerable, by feeling those feelings. It's hard. Feel that pain. Give time for that pain. Don't deny it. It's there. You broke up. After you've done that, and it's not going to be easy. You might have some really hard days. Probably not might. You will have hard days. Give it the time you want. Each person with his relationship. Some of you went through a short one. Don't need that much time. Some of you went through a really long relationship and you need more time to overcome this pain. Now, when you give time for that pain, make sure there are also times in the day that you give time for yourself. What does that mean? There is pain, but being alone all day in your room is not a good recipe for anything. So give that time for your pain, but also give some time for yourself, also during this period of feeling the pain. What is time for yourself? Time for yourself could be being with people that are close to you that can really help. Time for yourself could mean activity. There are a lot of different ways, but it's important, really, really, really important. Also in the period of emphasizing the pain, you need also time that will do for you good. Being alone in your room for 24 hours for 1 month won't help you. So now that you have accepted the pain, step number 2 is accept the reality. Through that first few weeks, month 2, 3, you might think that there's still an option that you'll come back and be together and be friends. If some time passed and you're not together yet, release. Accept the reality you broke up. It's not fun, it's not easy, but you have to accept it. The only way for you to move forward is by accepting. After you accept, then other opportunities can open up. As long as you're in a state of staying a victim, staying in the pain, and we gave time for that. I'm not saying not to be there. You gave time for that, and that's time that is needed. But there has to come a stage that you say, okay, there was a relationship over here. It's not here anymore. I don't deny it. We're not going back. I erase all the social media accounts. I accept the fact that the relationship is over. Now, if there are things that you learned from the relationship, you should write them down. They can assist you in future relationships. I said if, right? Well, it's not if. There are for sure things you learn from the relationship. No chance you went through a whole relationship and you didn't learn anything. And if you didn't learn anything from a whole relationship, maybe it's fine that you broke up, because it just can't be that you were in a relationship, you didn't learn anything. So whatever it is, write it down. In the next video that you're going to watch, we talked there about bad-mouthing. Please avoid bad-mouthing. You're harming yourself and you're also harming the people around you. Step number 3. So we said step number 1 was basically feeling the pain, giving place for the pain. It's important. You might be in denial and say, no, nothing happened, we're going to come back. Well, I guess you didn't come back together. Give place for that pain, feel it. Number 2, after you felt the pain and you gave place, accept. Accept the fact you're not together, accept the fact that you have now more time for yourself. And that brings us to number 3. Number 3 is realize that you have gold inside yourself, nothing to do with the person that is with you or not with you. Your value is not dependent on someone else. Your value comes from inside. You're not worth what the other person thinks you are. You're worth a lot more than that. Your value has nothing to do with who's with you or not with you. This might be a time to go inside yourself. Maybe there were a lot of things you wanted to do and you had no time. And now this is the time to develop them. To remind you, you're also a person that had hobbies before you met your ex. So whatever it is you didn't have time to do when you were together, choose a hobby and start learning it, start developing it. It's your business. Maybe now it's time to put more time in the business. Put focus over there. This could be a great opportunity to invest in yourself. Again, that's not step number 1. That's step number 3. But now that you have got to step number 3, think of something you like to do. Do you like skateboarding? Maybe learn it more. Do you like dancing? Learn more dancing. And in addition to whatever it is you're going to learn and develop, whether it's skills that make you enjoy and have fun, whether it's something you need for work, you might also enjoy that. Make sure you have time for yourself, do things you like, things you love. Now, sometimes I hear from people, listen, I would love to go on this big trip, but I really have no time now to go for 3 months. Who said you need to go for a vacation for 3 months? Just go, and whatever time you have, be aware of the fact that you're giving that time for yourself, and you're giving it for yourself for enjoyment. It could be 3 months, it could be 3 hours, and it could be 3 minutes. Everything's available. Everything is great. And you work with whatever you have now. If you have now those 2-3 months to go and do whatever you want to do, go do it. Work with the possibilities that you have in front of you. And give time for yourself to things you like. Put yourself around people you like. That's really, really important. So, in addition to that, the most important thing to remember that your value doesn't come from anyone else. Your value comes from yourself. After you have done these 3 steps, you'll see you might have now new opportunities coming towards you. Wait for them. They're there. You might not think they're there right now, but I can promise you that they are there. This relationship has ended. It's hard, it's painful, but you're already after a place that you accepted it, you accepted the pain, You accepted the fact the relationship is not here, and now you're looking forward. You're looking forward to, how am I going to grow from here? How am I going to implement the learning from the past relationship and bring it on with me to the new one? And if you went through a really terrible relationship and you're telling yourself, yeah, you're talking nice, but you really have no clue what I went through. Well, I might have no clue what I went through, and again, I'm totally with you. But these 3 steps help everyone. And in your case, you might need more time. You might need, like we said, if it was a short relationship, maybe you don't need too much time for grief and pain. But if it was a really long one, it's only a matter of more time. Give more time for the pain. Feel that pain. The only way to heal is if you feel. So feel that pain. After that, again, more time in the acceptance area. After that, a lot more time with giving yourself space to develop and to enjoy. So this works for everyone, whether it was a short relationship or a long one. Question is how much time you put in each area. I really recommend you watch the video below. It can really help you. Also, if you're going through a breakup, that would be something that would be great for you. All the best. I'm totally with you. I hope you enjoyed the video and got some tools to overcome your challenges and light your path. If you haven't yet, please smash that thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget, the most amazing things in life are the ones you take for granted.